out on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will have the football first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But
breaks into the open. The 40. Running inside the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Headed out to lead this team is John Mateer. What a luxury it is to have a guy like Ellis Robinson the fourth and maybe take away a receiver from this offense. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Mateer. Here's a hit. And it's a sack.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Second down, he'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Trying play action. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. There he goes. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Leaves it with the back. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Makes the grab. It's Harris. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to Robinson. He breaks a tackle. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Man, that is how you bring the wood. Great job by the defense. He only gets a yard, and he makes him pay for it with a nice physical tackle.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
To the air, it's Mateer looking to buy time. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game.
And he's just been so patient. He's following his blocks, letting it all develop in front of him, and then bursting through. And they were only in the first half.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
That's caught. It's Frazier.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
That's caught. It's Phillips. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Back to throw. It's Stockton. Pressure coming. Finds a man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. He wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. It's complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That's two really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man, getting tackles for losses, getting sacks. It makes it easy to play defense. You know what else does? Forcing a third and long where you know they got to throw the football like they got right here.
He's got the back in the middle. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Got a little space. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality. Offensive line gets to assert themselves. Run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Frazier. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Might be changing the route. He'll throw on 3rd down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Throwing right. The quick out. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Running inside. It's Frazier. There's a crease. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Plucks it out of the air.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout on the field, and that's the second called by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Under fire. Sliding to his left. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Georgia using its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got the quick pass. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Here comes the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the fourth sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 12 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Demon Deacons coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Sooners head coach coming out of the locker room. This is exactly what he expected from 2 undefeated teams, very closely matched opponents, and that's exactly how it played out in the first half. But he believes his team is better, and they can make some noise here to start the second half. I'll let you know on how things are developing here on his sideline as the game goes on. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
To the air, it's Mateer. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab in their space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Here's a give to Frazier. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll leave it with him. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. He's got an open man. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a
touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. A designed run for the quarterback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways. Him out in more space.
Gets it out fast.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun to give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
6th play of the drive coming up. Handoff to Xavier. And they're able to get him down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And his throw is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Frazier again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The run inside. It's Phillips. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll run play action. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
To the ground. He's got it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Pocket breaking down. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running behind that left side. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. A top 8 showdown. Both teams hoping to fight their way into the college football playoff. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get first crack at it today. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. They are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on.
He's running free down the middle. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
That is how you start a football game. My guy's really fast, really good. I'm going to feature him, give him the football, and he will do the rest. One play, one superstar, one touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. Takes it in. Touchdown. Oklahoma. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff for Frazier. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
14, Georgia, 0.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. At the 40, there he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, and the defensive line.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, going to the air. Hit as he throws. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown Sooners. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We talk about pocket presence. There's also pocket punishment that's part of it, and he was able to withstand it and deliver the football.
It comes with the job description, Reese. You know as a quarterback that this is going to happen and eventually. You are going to get hit. So why not then deliver touchdowns deep down the field? Doesn't get any better than that.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Fires to the right. It's complete.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Here's a give to Frazier. Here's a little room there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
To throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Snowed under after a pickup of 2, they'll mark it at the 8. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They'll go with Frazier. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to...
Maybe a crease. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Pulls it in. It's Harris. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Motion from the wide receiver. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Got his man downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. Turning it on. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Off play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for.